Hi everyone, welcome to CET King. So today we have launching a new batch, and I've invited Vinay here to kind of introduce the batch and tell us about this Young Leaders Summit. Vinay, I have heard about all these programs. A lot of IIMs do that for their students and that, and but that's very expensive. So, what is being covered in this event? So we have 4 days remaining to participate, guys. If you want to participate, you can participate here. So it's a Young Leaders Summit. सो जहां तक मुझे लगता है कि दिस इज ऑल अबाउट फ्रॉम आउटसाइडर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू फ्रॉम अ स्टूडेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, ऑल अबाउट लिविंग द लाइफ ऑफ आई एम बैंगलोर फॉर 3 days. And nothing can be motivating than that if you're preparing for your CAT exam or if you have joined any B school. If you're not joined any good B school, then coming to IIM Bangalore, I think that is going to change your perception towards MBA life. So, what is this event all about?
Thanks, sir. Thanks for having me here. So, hi guys, I'm Vinay, and I'm the chief coordinator for IIMB Vista. And as part of IIMB Vista, we have this program called Young Leader Summit. This is chiefly targeted towards MBA aspirants, undergrads, and people who are mainly looking to get into this top tier MBA colleges. So it's basically a 3-day event where we will have multiple sub events, some of which are the speaker sessions, a high class simulation from a person who comes from outside with a very good world class platform, workshops, case study competitions, and fireside chats as well. So in terms of the speaker sessions, Vista organizes about 10 speaker sessions, and all these speakers are from really good industries, and they are CXO, CEO level positions. So you get that opportunity to talk to these people live, that is offline, and you'll be seated in an auditorium. You can ask those questions. It is completely unmoderated, so whatever is in your mind, you can ask them. In terms of fireside chats, we have these esteemed professors in our college, and you get to interact with a few of them. There also, they will give you a perspective about what they teach and what they expect from a student when he joins IIM Bangalore. When it comes to a business case simulation, a real world live business problem is presented to you, and there they will teach you about how to go exactly into the details of solving that problem. And that is similarly with respect to the case study competitions as well. You will be given a live scenario, and you will be obviously taught about how to go about it, but then you will be also expected to come up with a solution in the end. So what basically all these sub events are there is to give you a feel about how living life in IIM Bangalore, or let's say a top IIM, will be like. That actually gives you an extra motivation, rather than looking it from the outside. Like just like Rav said, you get an inside view of how life at IIM Bangalore is, and this is over 3 days. So everything is not crammed in one day. Unlike other leadership summit programs, you have 3 whole days to go over this. And obviously, at the end of the third day, we have the pro night as well of Vista, so you get to experience that as well. Once you're inside the college, you have unrestricted access to everything inside IIM Bangalore, except let's say a few areas which are anyway not accessible to us as well. But other than that, you can just live that life which you all dream about, and get more motivated to study harder to get permanently inside this college.
Right,
Other
correct.
than that, the cost of this program is also very low. It is just 2,000 rupees if you want to visit the college, and if you want to stay, that is an extra 1,000 rupees. And I would obviously recommend you to stay, because the nightlife at IIM Bangalore is also amazing. Like Rav has come multiple times to IIM Bangalore, and he can
Yes, yes,
attest to
yes.
that.
So,
Right?
and I recommend everyone to stay on campus because when you're staying outside, you always feel like outsider. तुम्हें
Correct,
वो
correct.
रात को 12 बजे जब कैंटीन में बैठोगे ना, then only I believe I am Bangalore become alive after 12 बजे. So there's
Exactly, exactly.
different vibe altogether when after not 12 but 11 के बाद late night, that's where it's become, and you will get lost in I am Bangalore. I have never, if you tell me to go to auditorium, impossible to find it यार. मैं तो पहले थर्ड डे जाके अंडरस्टैंड कि दिस इज द रूट टू गो टू ऑडिटोरियम पूरा.
Exactly.
वो अंदर जाके जो लास्ट में जाके यू हैव ऑल द एरोज आर देयर बट स्टिल आई ऑलवेज गेट लॉस्ट एंड आई लव टू गेट लॉस्ट.
Yes.
ठीक है. सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑब्वियसली द मोटिवेशन दिस एंड आई थिंक दिस विल हेल्प देम ऑन द रिज्यूमे एज वेल. If you have done
Definitely.
this 3 days program, so you get a lot of insights about the.
Definitely, yeah, Rao. So I was coming to that point where this is not just a program where you pay and you come in. You will have to. So there are just 4 days are left to apply. By the way, guys, so apply fast. Also, the fact is that once you've given an application, we evaluate it for your profile. And once we have evaluated it, we put out the results. So basically, this is a selection process. So you can put in your resume that you have been selected for the Young Leadership Summit of IIM Bangalore, and that actually bodes really well whenever you apply for other jobs or other colleges as well. So professors or whoever is taking your interview for your MBA colleges will definitely ask you on this point. That I can very much assure.
Superb. Correct. So guys, if you have any question, please do ask. He's here with us for the next 5-10 minutes and talk about these events. So your event ka especially those resumes, those students whose resumes are blank. Especially for me, for example, I was an engineer. I know totally 4 years was a sunk hole. I don't know what I did apart from studying. I have not done anything. Then these kind of events will fill in the gap. And because
Definitely.
you are going to do into become an MBA, so ये सारी चीजें बहुत कम आएंगी. So जितना participate कर सकते हो, participate as much as you can.
Correct.
So I think that's one of the biggest things. So
And
yeah,
apart from the wireless, there are other case competitions also within Vista, and you
Correct.
can definitely check that out. It is on Unstop itself. So while you're checking out wireless, you can check out those as well. And if you're interested, as Rav said, any case competition, if you win, it adds a massive resume point to your resume, and it will look really good, especially if it is coming from IIM Bangalore, because Vista is the biggest fest of IIM Bangalore. Sorry, biggest fest of India. So I mean, it is very valuable. I can't understate that.
Correct. Just to compare the cost point of view, I attended one IIM Calcutta's event a couple of years ago, and leadership program, and that was 1 lakh rupees for 4 days.
Yeah.
But of course, that included all khana, pina, and everything. But यहाँ पे 3,000 if you include this thing as well. So I think this is the biggest life experience you can have. मतलब हमें ऐसा लगेगा कि यार अब बस IIM ही जाना है, अभी छोटे मोटे कॉलेज नहीं जाना मेरे को. That's the biggest change which I felt after coming to this, after attending this event. Superb. So, Vinay, we are launching our program today for CAT aspirants. So,
Okay.
So first thing that comes to everybody's mind is I'm late to start the CAT preparation because now we are sitting in the end of June. So suppose I start my full-fledged CAT preparation from July 1. What do you think? Is it I can still crack the exam, or is it too late to crack the exam?
It is definitely not too late at all, Rav. I mean, for me, I started my CAT preparation in the middle of July, and I have work experience as well. So I was trying to balance that with my work ex, and still I was able to dedicate time for this and crack it off. The main thing here is discipline, first of all. So every day I used to sit for 2 hours, 2.5 hours after coming back from work, and I used to work on it. That's the first basic thing that you need to have. You can't cover it all in let's say मैं weekend में जाके Saturday Sunday बैठ के मैं 10 घंटे करके पढ़ लूंगा. That won't work. Every day you'll have to work. And second is since you only have like 4 to 5 months now, you need to first understand your weak points. So if you are weak, let's say in DILR, so practice more of that. If you are verbal is weak, practice more of that. So first identify that and then work on it. And during the weekends, what we can do is that whatever your strong points, keep revising it. So it is important to stay in touch as well. For example, for me, my quant was very strong. So I did not spend too much time on that. My DLR was very weak. So I spent about 3 months on that, and I drastically improved on that. So that is something that anybody can do, and it's definitely possible to crack it. I mean, there is a lot of time.
So it's actually a reverse strategy. Normally, what everyone recommend कि तुम weekend पे पढ़ो, and weekday you take a test along with a job, along with the college, this and that. But what you're recommending is a very good strategy. That if I do reverse, let me put more efforts on weekdays.
Yeah.
And I revise everything on the weekend. I think that something can be tried, especially for those who are working, those who have college.
Exactly.
Right. So
I mean, for somebody who is working, this makes a lot of sense. For somebody who is a fresher or who is sitting at home, for them the strategy might be very different. And I think I might not be the right person to comment on that. But a lot of people do work when applying for an MBA. So I mean, this aligns well with that as well.
Correct. And there's no hard and fast rule कि आपको 2 घंटे में हो जाएगा. Like some people, they need 3-4 hours every day. आप जितना time लगा सकते हो, जितना time spend कर सकते हो, I think you should.
But consistency is the key.
Correct.
They have to be consistent.
Correct. And I believe the biggest advice to which we can give to student is stay motivated. Because during this phase आपके साथ भी होता होगा कि अरे यार ये तो score नहीं आ रहा mock में, दे नहीं हो रहा, वो नहीं हो रहा. So you have to stay motivated.
I mean, that happened with me as well. October ka, I think I remember one mock where I got -2 in DILR.
Oh shit.
And I was like, okay, up to I don't think I am getting anywhere near even that smaller colleges, leave A, B, and C. But that was just a one-off. So the main thing is that even my the one who I was taking advice from, my mentor, told me that don't get demotivated. The you have consistently performed across all other tests, so exceptions are fine. So that's what he said, and that's what we have to remember as well.
Correct. And I think these kind of exception will keep you on the ground.
Exactly.
Right. नहीं तो वो क्या था, अरे मेरे को सब आता है, मेरे को सब आता है, and the moment you score less, so I think that is where you have to rebuild yourself rather than quitting. And October is the month where people quit. A lot of people quit.
Definitely, exactly. That is where they have to remember, ki what they're working for, and maybe talk to people, maybe talk to their friends, maybe talk to their closest ones. That is where all this support comes in very important. So for me, my family and my sister were like, pillars of support for me. So, find people who really love you and who really are there to support you in these difficult times. Because yeah, definitely last ka डेढ़ महीना काफी वो रहता है, मतलब it's very important, it's very critical, and that is where you should have your motivation very high.
Correct. If you have people around you, my dost hoge, they can help you. But if family member, that's the one very good point. So fine. So because sometimes lot of times parents are not supportive. अरे तू क्या time pass कर रहा है, तो अच्छा job कर लो, या especially those who take the gap year. And if you include your parents into your preparation, talk to your mom, talk to your dad about this thing. ये score नहीं आ रहा है, आज score आ गया. I think mom, nothing can be a bigger motivator than a mom.
That is true. They're your biggest champion.
Correct. When we become older now, we kind of start losing that aura around mom. Not losing the aura, but in sense we become more mature. यार ये माँ वो है जो बचपन में चोट लगती थी, मम्मी फूंक मारती थी और चोट ठीक हो जाती थी. Fine.
Correct.
So if we go back to that level, build that kind of a trust again with mom, I think mom, dad, whomever you are more close to, I think that can work. That can work wonders in your CAT preparation. It's a journey. You have to live it. CAT आएगा, उसके बाद बाकी सारे एग्जाम आएंगे. So superb, yeah, Vinay, thank you very much for coming and talking to us. And just to everyone so that they can start their preparation for MB exams on a higher note.
Definitely. It was a pleasure being here.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.